Hello, Will here. It's April 16th, or let's see, April 9th, day 16th. And so yesterday I made it to the Bailey River, and I traveled up that river about 10 miles to the southwest, going upstream. And it was covered with overflow. It was really a perfect day traveling yesterday. And then this morning it was very warm. It was in the 22, 23. We broke camp, did all the knots, poles, everything barehanded. And 4 days ago, it was such a wind chill and frost, it would flash freeze my fingers if I exposed them. And just a big change here, 65-degree change in the last 4 days here. And I'm making a crossover from the Bailey to the back. And essentially, these rivers flow kind of in a V towards each other. The Bailey is the largest tributary of the Back River, and that comes up from the southwest, and the Back comes down from the northwest, and that forms a V. And where I came out on the small river yesterday, rather than going downstream the Bailey to meet the Back and go up, it was way out of the way. I'm making about probably a 15, 20-mile crossover here on the way over from Bailey to Back, and then I'll take the Back River northwest. So today I did the first 4 or 5 miles of this, which was pretty hard. It was uphill for the first 4 hours, 4 miles. I gained about 350 feet on the way up. I was up to about 950 feet. It was beautiful in the morning. It cleared off for a little bit, and then it kind of whited out. I couldn't see a lot. There was a couple breaks a few times, but it was really up high. I could look to the south down to the country that where I traveled from was actually above that country, and it was quite impressive looking at it. And it had a sense of almost the solitude and the quietness of the ice caps. The ice caps are unusually quiet because there's nothing to reflect the wind on. And so wind itself doesn't have a sound unless it blows into something or it blows something like snow and that you could hear. It's a very silent area, but it had the sense of solitude in this silence, almost a sense too of a higher elevation, not quite the exhilaration of being up at 10,000 feet in Greenland or Antarctica, but the air here is incredibly fresh air. I'm very, very isolated here. In this whiteout conditions, I had a kind of leapfrog, but did relays, brought the canoe one load, and then skied back, and then brought these 2 plastic sleds I did. But I was careful always to a waypoint. There's the weather here. I don't trust it at all. It can, within 5-10 minutes, it can just all of a sudden start blowing. You can lose your visibility, and it'll be very easy to get lost in between the loads here. Even if they're 400 yards apart when this weather comes in, you can still lose it. So I was extremely careful not to get too far apart. And so eventually I made it down to a lake that I'm camped on today, and I'll continue that portage. It was, again, for the 3rd day, south wind, and very unusual for this time of the year, and I'm not complaining. It's a tailwind again. It didn't blow quite as hard as the last 2 days, and it's hard to tell what this weather is going to do. It kind of feels like it might be around for a bit, but I never know. It can change overnight here and get back to 30 below quite easy. When you get a radical change like this, warmer weather in particular, that comes up from the south here, it's real volatile because the north is just cold of the north is just lurking, several hundred miles north of here, and that can come down really, really fast. So, but anyways, it was a great day for me. Really physical, hauled about probably 10, 11 hours, and it's 8 o'clock. I'm in the tent here. I haven't even started the stove yet. It's that warm. It's 26 degrees right now. And so anyways, I'm checking out here for the day. I believe it's, I stab at it here, April 9th, day 16th on the trip. So over and out.